Hello, my name is Natalia and today I'm going to be using e.l.f. products to create this simple look which is appropriate for any occasion. It's very simple and subtle, but yet it defines all your features in the right way. I hope you guys enjoy and thank you so much for checking out e.l.f. UK. So now that I have washed my face and put on my moisturizer and let it sink in for a couple of minutes, we're all ready to begin our look, and the first step is going to be concealer, especially as I'm using e.l.f. powder foundation, so I want to put the concealer on first and then set it with the powder foundation. The concealer I will be using is e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer, and this is in a lighter shade. And what I'm going to do is just dot a little bit under my eyes, around my nose, and in any areas that you may need a little bit extra coverage. And what I normally do is just using my ring finger, just tap it in, and this way it really warms up the product and it melts into the skin very effortlessly. Using the ring finger under the eye area is especially good because you apply less pressure, so you're less likely to damage the skin, tug at it, or do anything that can cause wrinkles in the future. And this concealer blends in really effortlessly, just melts into the skin, so it will literally take just a few seconds to blend that all in. Just like so. If you're more comfortable using a brush, then that's fine too. I just find that with the fingers it goes on much smoother. Now we're ready for our foundation, and I'm going to be using e.l.f. Mineral Foundation SPF 15 in Fair. For this I'm going to also use the e.l.f. powder brush from the Studio line, and this is great because it works just like a kabuki as it has a flat surface. So what I want to do is take a little bit of foundation on the lid and then just work my brush into it. And then tap off any extra, and also I like to tap it this way up so that some of the powder goes into the brush. And then I'm just going to start from the inner part of my face, and today I want quite a good coverage, so I'm going to just work on sort of circular motions and buff it into my skin. You really want to concentrate on the area that you need the most coverage in, which for me is the T-zone. That's where I get most of my redness and breakouts. So once I've got that all covered, I just use the rest of the powder on my brush to blend it into the rest of my face so I have even tone. Now that my skin is even all over with e.l.f. foundation, because I am so pale, especially my face, I really like to add a little bit of bronzer to give me more colour. And for this I'm going to use e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer. First of all, I'm going to start with the bronzer, and for this I'm going to use the complexion brush. This bronzer is very pigmented, so you need a really small amount on your brush. Tap off any extra, and then what I'm going to do is just go in at the corners of my cheeks, just here. So under the cheekbone, and then sweep it up onto my temple, across my forehead at the top here, and then down, blending it into the jawline. So I'm kind of creating that E shape. This brush is so soft and it's so easy to blend everything in. So once you've got it in the main areas that the sun will hit your face, I just like to kind of blend it all over my face so there's no stark contrast. You can see I have a little bit more colour. And then I'm going to just use the same brush for the cheek colour, the blush colour. It's lovely peachy pink, and I'm just going to put that on the apples of my cheeks here and then blend it out towards the hairline like so. And this brush is so soft once again that you can get a really smooth, even application of the blush. Just like so. Now it's time to do our eyebrows, and for this I'm going to be using e.l.f. Studio Eyebrow Treat and Tame Gel. And the Tame is a really lovely brown colour. It comes with a brush, so all you have to really do is just brush it through your eyebrows. And it will add a little bit of colour, fill in any sparse areas, and make your eyebrows look groomed to perfection. Sometimes you can get a few little splodges, so what I like to do is just take a Q-tip and wipe around the edge, and maybe you have missed where your actual hairs are, just so it looks much neater. Next step is going to be our eyes, And for this, I'm just going to keep it very, very simple. First of all, I'm going to take e.l.f. eyeliner and shadow stick, and I'm going to take the shadow side in the colour Glow, and just after warming it up a little bit on my hands, just to get the product nice and creamy, just put that all over my eyelid. This will just act as our lovely base and give the lid an iridescent glow. After that, I'm just going to tap it with my finger, my ring finger once again, just to smooth out the edges so there are no harsh lines. And then for an extra highlight, I'm going to take the line side, which is in pearl, and this is a really pretty shimmery white. And I'm just going to go in with that at the tear ducts. This will really help to open up the eyes, make them look brighter and more awake. So this is a great step to do on those Monday mornings when you've had a very long weekend. Next, I'm going to take the eyeliner and shadow stick and use the liner, which is the black one, and just line my eyes. This liner is super, super creamy, so it's great for what we're about to do, which is just smudge it out. And you can leave it like this, or you can wing it out and make it thicker at the edge, and this will just lift your eye up. Don't worry about being too neat, because we are going to smudge it. Next, I'm just going to take an angled brush, and we're just going to go along that line and smudge it out a little. You still want that definition at the lash line, but you want it to be a lot softer. With the rest of the liner, you can go on the lower lash line and just work it into the roots of the lashes to give your lower lash line some more definition. So you don't want to add any more product, you don't want it to look harsh, you just want it to be very natural. The next step is going to be mascara, and today I'm going to use e.l.f. Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. Now that my lashes are done, our last step is going to be just perfecting the lips. For this, I'm going to use e.l.f. Studio Line Lip Liner and Blending Brush, and this is in the colour Natural, and all you want to do is just outline your lip line. This colour looks very, very subtle, so it gives your lips a hint more rosiness. And all I'm then going to do is just blend it with the lip brush on the other side. You can see how that's really defined my lips and made them a little bit brighter. And then on top of that glossy finish, I'm going to use Hyper Shine Gloss in the colour Joy. This is a lovely pinky mauve gloss, and it smells absolutely delicious. And here is the final look. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you so much for checking out e.l.f. UK.